This morning, Squad Busters have released 30 new balance changes in the game. Heroes are going to be getting buffed, Squaddies are going to be getting buffed, but the trader, he's getting a nerf. So let's get into the changes. Okay, so starting off, we're going to go over the hero changes, and every single hero has received a buff. So Archer Queen is going to go from 7,500 health to 8,500, which is a 13% buff. The Barbarian King is going to go from 9,100 health to 10,000, which is a 10% buff. Mortis is going to go from 7,000 health to 7,800, which is an 11% buff. And also Mortis has another bug fix where at trait level 4, his monster charge has the wrong number of bats. Now it's going to be accurate. The Royale King is going to go from 6,400 health to 7,200, which is a 13% buff. And by the way, he's actually also received a nerf. Those elite recruits that spawn in his squad, the gold ones, they are now limited to 3 only. You cannot get more than 3 elite recruits in your squad, which is actually kind of a decent nerf. Also, some of you may have noticed the Royale King used to give 1 coin per recruit in your squad every time you opened a chest. This would make it easier to build a squad or fill your trader potion. Well, this is now being removed. You will no longer get coins from just opening a chest with the Royale King, and this actually is a decent nerf because you would get between 3 and 6 coins per chest. Sonic is going to go from 7,200 health to 7,400, which is a 3% buff, and Spike, which is not released yet, is going to go from 8,000 health to 8,400, which is a 5% buff. So before he got released, they buffed him. Anyways, we're now going to move on to the troop changes. So you're about to notice that every single troop in the game is going to get a significant health boost. This whole balance change is about making everything more tanky, so your squad and your heroes don't die as quickly, and that's why everything received a health buff for the heroes. Anyway, starting off with the Bandit, she's going to go from 2,000 health to 2,500, which is a 25% buff. The Barbarian is going to go from 2,000 health to 2,100, which is a 5% buff. The Battle Healer is going to go from 2,100 health to 2,600 health, which is a 24% buff. The Chicken is going to go from 1,600 health to 2,000 health, which is a 25% buff. Colt is going to go from 1,500 health to 1,600 health, which is a 7% buff. Dynamite is going to go from 1,550 health to 1,750 health, which is a 13% buff. El Primo is going to go from 3,000 health to 3,750, which is a 25% buff as well. Goblin is going to go from 1,600 to 2,000 health, which is a 25% buff. Greg is going to go from 1,600 health to 2,000 health, which is a 25% buff. Heavy is going to go from 2,200 health to 2,300 health, which is a 5% buff. Ice Wizard is going to go from 1,550 health to 1,750 health, which is a 13% buff. Leon is going to go from 1,650 health to 1,800 health, which is a 9% buff. Mavis is going to go from 1,600 health to 2,000 health, which is a 25% buff. Medic is going to go from 1,550 health to 1,950 health, which is a 26% buff. Nita is going to go from 1,650 health to 1,900 health, which is a 15% buff. Poco is going to go from 1,200 health to 1,500, which is a 25% buff. Shelly is going to go from 1,800 health to 2,250 health, which is a 25% buff. And the Witch is going to go from 1,550 health to 1,700 health, which is a 10% buff. Finally, Wizard is going to go from 1,550 health to 1,750, which is a 13% buff. Now that's not it, because there are going to be 2 big additional changes to the Battle Healer and Heavy. So as you know, the Battle Healer and Heavy will give your squaddies more health. Currently, it's about 1,000 for Heavy if you have a hot shot, and 2,100 for a Battle Healer. Now, there are going to be some huge changes here, so let me read these out. For the Battle Healer, a baby Battle Healer is going to go from giving you 1,250 extra health to 2,000 extra health, which is a 60% buff. At Super Form, the Battle Healer is going to go from giving you 1,500 extra health per squaddie to 3,000, which is a 100% buff. And get this, Ultimate Battle Healer is going to go from giving you 2,100 extra health to 4,000 extra health, which is a 91% buff. this change is huge. They're clearly gonna try and make your squaddies a lot more tanky. I mean, let's get this. Let's say you have a barbarian, which has 2,100 health. If you add 4,000 health onto that, we're approaching the health of a hero. Oh, but that's not it, because heavy has a change as well. Heavy at baby form is gonna go from giving 500 extra health to every single hot shot in your squad to 2,000, which is a 300% buff. And at super form, he's gonna go from giving you 1,000 extra health per squaddie in your squad to 3,000, which is a 200% buff. Now, I just want to explain exactly how Battle Healer and Heavy works because it's not really made clear in the game. So an ultimate Battle Healer will give you plus 4,000 HP split between every troop in your squad once you join a game. If you have a barbarian in your squad, then you pick a Battle Healer, the barbarian will get 2,000 health and the Battle Healer will get 2,000 health, so in total 4,000. Now this is per Battle Healer, so if you get 3 Battle Healers in a game, a single, then you fuse it up, then you turn it into a mega, this means in total a Battle Healer can give you 12,000 health split between all your units in the squad. Also, to add on to this, if you start off with a Battle Healer and then you fuse it up and then you get a non-Battle Healer troop, that troop will not get a health buff. Once you pick a Battle Healer, its health bonus effect will only apply to all troops in the squad, not ones you pick after the Battle Healer. And by the way, Heavy works the exact same. Essentially, more tanky than a hero. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Trader is also going to be receiving a nerf, which is good. So Trader's potion, which normally makes it so you attack 35% quicker, is now going to be decreased to 25% faster. So it is actually a noticeable nerf. Also, the coins required to trigger the mega potion is going to be increased from 30 to 40. And the little note that they said is Trader is a fantastic squaddie, and he still is, but this change should make him more of a choice and less of a requirement. And I'm just going to say right now, he's still a requirement, not a choice, in my opinion. There's also some bug fixes as well. So they're going to fix an issue where ending a battle with a supersonic would not count towards certain quests. They're going to be limiting the amount of mega crabs and then royale recruits, which we already went over, to fix instances where players would have too many summoned units. Dr. T had a bug where if you walked up to a chest and you got a crab from that chest, whenever you went back to that chest, you would get a bunch of loot because the crab would respawn. Well, that bug, which was actually quite broken, has now been fixed and it will no longer happen. Also, they fixed a bug where the cookie goblin skin would jump scare people, making them crap their pants. Also, they fixed that really annoying bug where when you took damage, you would be slowed down. They said they reduced the amount of duration of movement speed reduction when taking damage. So pretty much you're still going to get slowed down when you are attacked, but you're not going to be slowed down as much because honestly, when you're being attacked, you do need to be slowed down a little bit. Otherwise, you just run away like a scaredy cat the whole game. Anyways, that's going to be it for all of these balance changes in today's video. Make sure to use code Claz in the Squad Buster shop if you ever decide to buy anything. And my last video is on screen right here where I tested Spike, which is going to be the newest hero coming out in a month or so. We don't really know, but I tested him out and it looks like he might be okay, I guess.